Have you ever created an eye makeup look and you loved it, but after a few hours it just kind of disappears a little bit? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make it last a lot longer. But I do need you to promise me that you will remove this carefully because this is basically 24 hours of eye makeup. Now I'm going to do something a little strange. I'm actually going to apply eyeliner first, at least the shadow of the liner. Now this technique is something that we learned from my previous video about how to apply eyeliner really easily, so I will link that above and below. And I like to start with it because that way you can use this as your shaping and you can just follow it as you apply the rest of your products. However, this time I'm using a straight brush. In the previous video, I used a bent eyeliner brush, which is great if you wear glasses and you need to get really close to your mirror. But a lot of you wanted me to use a straight brush so you can see how this technique works. And it basically works in exactly the same way. All you have to do is just hold it a little further to the side of your eye. But you're going to place it in there and then you're going to close your eyes and just sweep it out. And now we have a guide for the rest of our makeup. You see how easy that was? Super easy. Now I'm using probably the most long-lasting product on the market. This is a MAC paint pot. Basically, this eyeshadow is not going anywhere until you choose it to go anywhere. But you can just use any cream to powder eyeshadow underneath your other eyeshadows, and this will create that bond and that hold. Now I'm starting in the middle of the lid. I'm going to hold the brush really far down on the handle. This will just make sure that we're not putting too much pressure on the brush. It's going to give us a much softer blend, and we only need a very small amount of this. Whether you're using this particular product or a cream product in general, use a little bit less than you think. As long as it's even, that's all that matters. Now I want you to use a clean blending brush and start to sweep over the top of everything that we've applied so we can get rid of any of the harsh lines and make sure that the base is nice and even. This will also prep it for the eyeshadows that will be placed over the top of this. Now I'd recommend using a matching eyeshadow to the base that you've applied. This is going to make sure it lasts a really long time for you. But do not use the same brush. The brush that we applied the base with is going to clog. And we don't want that. We want a little bit of movement. And that's why it's important that we use a clean brush. I'm sweeping this over the top of everything that we've already applied, and it should really only hold where we've applied that base. And then after that, it will be soft and blended and create almost like a halo blur around everything else. And because we only applied that base right to the lid and then blended upwards, it will hold in those places. So you'll notice that the lid is holding onto that pigment a little bit more, and then it's going to have this beautiful softness in the crease and then pretty much disappearing and evaporating as it gets towards the brows. But if you do struggle with your blend, do let me know and I'll try and help you. Now you can go straight in with the eyeliner if you prefer, but I wanted to add a little bit of white glitter to the inner corner of the eye. Not just the inner corner, but more like the inner third of the eye, just adding a little bit of sparkle. And I like starting off with a flat brush, especially if I'm using a loose glitter, but then I like to go in with my fingertips and just press this over the top. What this is going to do is make sure we're not going to get as much fallout. Use the warmth of your fingertips to push it in, but anything that wants to fall out is just going to end up on your fingertips. Now we should still have a faint line of that liner that we applied at the beginning. All we're going to do is just follow exactly the same technique, but this time we're going to build it up a little bit more. Start slightly off from the tip of it and drag it across the lash line. This is just going to give you that perfect winged look. Now, if you're like me and you like your liner to be a little bit blurry and smoky, apply a little bit of that eyeshadow and just tap that over the top of the edge and kind of slightly over the liner. This will just blur it out for you. If you feel that you have any harsh lines, you want to take your blending brush, hold it really far down the handle, and very softly swirl over the top of what you've applied. And then what you can do is take the brush and squash it down and run this underneath the lower lash line as well, using whatever's left over on the brush. And you should end up with something that looks like this. And finish this look off however you prefer. I'm just going to apply some mascara and some falsies. Now my last few videos were inspired by my dogs who passed away, and I shared that with you and I asked if you wanted me to create a look inspired by your pets. This look is inspired by Raven. She was a beautiful brown-eyed, tan-furred with a touch of white and black, and that's why I chose this warm tanned base with a little bit of that white glitter coming through and finished it off with black eyeliner. That was to reflect her coloring, and I hope that I did her justice. It means so much to me that I was trusted to create a look inspired by Raven's memory, and that her mom shared her story with me. And if you want me to create a makeup look inspired by your fur baby, just let me know a little bit about them in the comments. I can't promise that I will get to everyone, but I will definitely try my best. And as always, my friends, be kind to yourself, give your pets extra love and hugs, and I will see you in the next one.